a quick run through the Final Fantasy VII demo, just for anyone who didn't see gameplay. I'll do it on a lighter setting this time, but solely because last time it took me just over an hour to actually beat the game, so I don't think I will play for that long this time round. But yeah, I'll leave the as default. Last time I actually I should start off. Admin Steve here, thanks for joining us. Yeah, a little bit of the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. Just thought I'd quickly go through it, just because I'm going to play some original Final Fantasy VII very shortly. I might even play a little bit tonight, at least up to where this mission goes. But I just wanted to show you the differences, like 1997 compared to 2020. Like, it hurts me to say that because it makes me feel terribly old. But what was I, 11 years old, first time firing this bad boy up. Now at 33 years old, I still feel like I'm 11. Like, it is just amazing. So last time I played it on the normal setting, took me about an hour and 5 minutes, but I checked every corner, I smashed every box. I struggled against the boss because I still wasn't used to the battle, like the gameplay mechanics, I guess. At first it didn't feel 100% smooth with Barret. I just wasn't used to using a ranged guy for an action RPG. I've always been with action in there. I'm always close by. Like when I play MMOs, like let's just say World of Warcraft, I was a shaman. I am a bit more of a I'm a bit more of a distance fighter, but in them MMOs, because they're tab targeting, in this it is still a little bit of a tab target, but not completely. So, but saves me talking your ear off. Let's jump in. I'll show you. Now we have to watch every single film clip, so game's got a game. Now, I didn't see the materia in her hair just then. Did anyone actually keep an eye out for that? The holy materia? I must admit I didn't see it myself. See right there, that's what I want. Like, look at the detail in this actual city. Like, that is Reactor 1. That's the building where she is, like the slum, not the slums, like obviously the slums are down below the plate, but like the hallway. Look at the size of Midgar. Like, remember in the game they were like, oh yeah, the plate is 50 meters high, 100 meters high. But obviously when your character stood there, he was like this, and the plate was only that high. So you're like, that's weird. Like, just that's enough talking. Sorry, get the sound. Pretty good kick. Jesse is banging. Like, why can't anyone just admit that?
Get down here, Merc.
Why'd they change that? It was, come on, newcomer. Now, first gameplay, I literally got it straight in there. I was like, ooh, might just quickly look around, and boom, I hit stuff, and I was like, what? It's got destructible walls, like just where you can actually muck around with everything.
Who goes there?
You're up.
You're up. Hold square to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple enemies.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Now, I didn't notice that actually the first time I played through, because when I played the original, you level up, and I'm like, see, look at how easily you level up.
Who in the hell?
And
Hands where I can see them.
Jeez, am I forgetting what to read?
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Now, what they're pretty much saying is you can't, and this is why I struggled against the Scorpion guy, you can't use items or abilities like spells and stuff unless you've actually built up ATB gauge, and you can build that up by attacking. So it expends it, but by just literally spamming that square button, it builds it back up. But the problem is, against the Scorpion in my last playthrough, I had so little health. I was trying to hide in the corner. I didn't want to hit him because I had no health, so I didn't want him to hit me back. So I was in a catch-22. Now, if you're looking also at that picture right there, Cloud is using the sharp edge of that Buster Sword. NGL would not be impressed. Says how you can automatically run up to things and you end up going over it. A lot of people actually, myself included, didn't feel 100% with not being able to jump. Like, it's just, I know in the original you couldn't jump, and my first playthrough I was like, oh yeah, I accepted it completely, but nowadays, this many years later, I'm like, oh, actually I would have liked a jump. A jump gives you that little bit more immersion. So it's either R1 to guard or circle to square. Circle to evade.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Try harder. Steady. That's that. I'm waiting. Nope. It's over.
You'll see the amount of health you've actually got this time. Like, you start off with nearly 1,000 health. I feel like it's sort of what they've done in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as well. Gee, sorry guys. Dad life, work life, it's starting to catch back up to me. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, they have enormous health bars, but then the attacks are also big as well, so it's like, well, like, you don't, it's directly proportional, you know what I mean? So if you've got 100 health and you're only hitting for 5, or 1,000 health and you're hitting for 50, it's exactly the same. So I don't completely understand why they've set it up this way with so much health, which it's still not as much as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, but it does feel not spongy. I'm definitely not going to call it spongy, but it's, yeah, it got a little bit on it. go this way because I want to break the box.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Let's see what people notice first.
You'll keep us
Guess
safe,
I'm not on the same
right,
page as
Clark?
people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough.
Or even the same...
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gill.
Get 'em, boys!
See ya.
Hey!
Looks like you're next.
You can actually
never in
swap
doubt.
between different attack modes just there. So you got Punisher and I can't remember what the other one is. It's like a more. You've got one that's a heavy attack and one's but it's a bit slower.
Elevator's over there!
And the other one is a bit quicker but not as heavy hitting. So we'll find out as soon as we get into the next battle. But I just can't remember it actually. Not operator. One just running back. Like right there, I just want to push X. I want to jump downstairs.
This way.
It's all Barrett.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Just
Try to keep up.
so you've got Punisher mode just there.
No holding back. That's that. See ya.
Like in this mode,
That it?
I'm just literally attacking them straight on. Like it's in an easy. When I played through the game on normal, you had to actually use block and evade and really use weaknesses and
There's one! Get him!
it's definitely a lot of difference. I think I'll definitely be playing the game
Let's go.
in normal when it finally comes out. I like it to be a little bit of a challenge. The only thing is here, like you see, like I've ran along in this demo, I'll show you the map screen. I've ran along this whole entire demo so far, and you come across set mobs, like monsters or whatever you want to call the Shinra people, the army. It doesn't have a random battle feel. So I want to know whether there is random battles in the full game or not.
Come on, Cloud!
Pick up the
This took me, yeah, just over an hour and 5 minutes to play the first time.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako's storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait! It's over!
That's my line.
For anyone who always has wondered why his sword sits there, if you actually see on, I don't know whether you can see it on my screen, but on the back of, like the middle of his shoulder blades, there's actually a magnetic hasp, and it goes into it in the compilation of Final Fantasy. That's why when he puts the sword on the back, it actually like sits there, and you're like, how does that sword go there? Like, it's got no sheath or anything, but it's not. He's actually got dunk, and then he can actually pluck it off from the magnet. So that's what that is.
He's alone! We can take him! Make it rain! Chew on this!
In that mode, you just you're up against guys who can do melee.
Never in doubt.
You can just hold block, and there it's an instant counter attack.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out!
Rocco, nah, can't get enough, mate. I wanted to do one playthrough on easy mode, just so I can show everyone how the differences, and then I'm gonna have one more game of original.
It's a good thing I
Final
know
Fantasy.
someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And
That bit
good.
right there, I want to know what she's talking about. Like,
Careful
no
in there.
one at command will talk to her. Are they talking about the
I got
original
this place
Avalanche, and you'll find out a bit more in the game later on about them? Or is she talking about, does she know someone actually in Shinra who can give some codes and stuff? That's one thing that I'm actually interested in. Yeah. Finished this earlier.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Yeah. I love how they've done a little bit of extra detail in this, like how
Tifa and I.
like President Shinra actually wanted to use the bombing against Avalanche, but also for the people of Midgar to respect him. Like, he was like, oh, we'll protect you, give me your money, we'll protect you. And that's why Shinra's getting so rich. So he blew it up on purpose, but it just goes into that little bit more detail, and it's talking about Avalanche trying to take his life. And anyone who's played before Crisis Core, Advent Children,
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche,
you
sir.
get a little bit more detail, but
We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
this
This
part
punk's
cracks me
sole
up.
purpose is to drain the planet
This is
dry.
Barrett's
While
off
you
his
sleep,
head. He's like,
while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the
I've
lifeblood of
never
our
pronounced
world.
it Marco.
The planet
I've
bleeds
definitely
green
pronounced
like
it
you and me
Marco
bleed
my whole
red.
entire life.
The hell you think's gonna
look.
happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do.
Get help.
Say that again.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Say that again.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Rocco. I do agree. Actually, if you listen to some of our podcasts, it was actually closer to the start. We really talked about how we feel like the gaming industry has gone a little stagnant. It seems to be a lot of remakes over new game content.
Gonna throw your sword at him?
And
Not the man with the gun.
I don't know. I just.
These tin cans
You can
ain't
tell,
got nothing on me.
like, it's easier because the story's already there.
For the real show.
But, yeah, whether that's good enough actually excuse or not, I don't believe so.
How'd you like that?
It's like, yeah, I would have rather it be.
Come on.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely like it. I don't get me wrong. I'll be playing this game.
Shut up and move over.
Heavily. The remake finally comes out. But Final Fantasy 16, bring it on.
Don't come back.
I am definitely happy they've brought in more detail into it. Like,
Look what we have here.
I know they've turned around and
security
said
system.
before
Great.
Crisis,
Those things will
Adventure
hurt more
during
than your
Crisis
pride if
Core,
you're
that
careless.
is no longer
They'll cut you
canon.
down to size and then some.
And I
But
believe
I'm
that's
guessing
because
they've
they're
done this kind of thing before.
throw in a
Yeah.
lot more
Figure out the
detail.
timing
Like,
of
I
the
reckon
lasers.
you'll
Then
find out.
make it
Like,
when the
all I
flames go
want
off.
is Angeal,
Exactly.
Zack,
I'll go first.
Genesis,
Nothing like a little
all
danger to
that to
get the
come
blood
back
pumping.
into it. Like, so that way it's not just
Just keep those
Sephiroth
baby
as being
blues of
that
yours on
one
me.
freak first-class soldier. No, I didn't get hit by that.
Not too shabby.
So I wonder if they kill you.
You
Ooh.
okay?
No, they don't. There you go. I'm just hurt.
You're doing good.
Thanks, Jesse.
Okay, let's see what's up next. And it's more of the same. Come on then. Pay more
That's
attention.
right.
Pretty easy, right?
If they don't hurt me that much, I'll just keep on
Nice
trying
job,
to run
Cloud.
through. I thought they actually would have done more damage than just 10.
Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're all... Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with
I
your
really
first.
felt like they made this
Ha! We can take this up.
pretty much
That hunk of junk is a
off.
heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
all this is talking about. See how under the health has got a pressured bit. The more you attack it, like if you get a certain amount of attacks on it and then you stagger it, this is what happens. So it leaves them defenseless and they take more damage. It quickly boosts your ATB and you can really go through some.
Now's our chance. Go!
Don't need to tell me twice. Enjoy this.
Sometimes, depending on what you want, you might be better off actually swapping back depending on which attack mode you want, whether you want to quickly just land a lot of quick
Soldier first class.
not softer hits, but a lot they are weaker hits.
I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up.
Marco. What's everyone think? They reckon Barrett's actually saying it wrong, or am I saying it wrong? I've always said Mako. What did you say your whole life?
Scared, huh?
Also saying Eris or Eris?
I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
Just...
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Sorry. One thing I did notice in this, you'll actually see spells. Barrett is the one with actually cure. I know I was just
Come on. See ya.
He didn't know how to use.
That all you got?
Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
He didn't know how to use it.
Ain't no thing.
Not at this point, anyway. Okay.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
That it?
We had a real good conversation on our Facebook page today, just in regards to what we actually think is going to happen with the game. Like, just some concerns that a lot of people are having, mostly in regards to the episodic side of the game. Like, Simon actually brought up a very good point, like moving your save files over. Are you going to actually take it with you? Remember Final Fantasy 13, 13.2, 13.3, you didn't. They were very separate
All
games,
right,
but
let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that
I'd be
feeds.
interested to see.
Go on.
Sorry.
Do the honors. Prove to
I'd
me
be
you're the
very
man
interested
Tifa
to
says
see
you
how
are.
separate
That you're
they're going
one of
to make
us.
the game.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
They'll do the damn job. Classic Barrett. Someone's got a headache. That looked like a Sephiroth feather, didn't it? Yeah, buddy.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Let's face it. The
Pretty
less
cocky,
said, the
ain't you?
better.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Shit!
Should I be worried?
Let's do this.
Get him, Barrett. Come on.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Bingo! Focus on that core!
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Burn! Now! Hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot!
Fuck on this.
It's on you.
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
I like his big attack here. Is it Barrett? Just with his arm.
Damn pain in the ass. Here it goes.
Just got in before he let it away. Cloud's right about to get his limit break. I didn't get to use it in the first battle.
Watch the tail! You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit! Take cover behind that debris.
Geez, you're slow at running, Barrett.
Give him hell.
My turn.
Now, get in there and do some damage.
Now you're
Yeah.
ready for it. Any last words?
Pretty cool. Now this battle on easy is ridiculous.
What's he doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it.
I
We gotta take it out
struggled
quicker, we're
with
screwed.
this battle
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murphy.
on normal, like to beat the Scorpion that easy. Like I didn't even use a potion. On normal, I had to use potions, Phoenix Downs. I was struggling to get an attack off. Yeah, it was so ridiculous. The difference between normal and easy, just like it's not running.
Shit, the ball!
20 minutes until detonation.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Wedge should be covering our way out. Go, go, go!
Yes, I'm physically in Barrett right now, I'm just saying. Whew. It's a place that I don't ever want to be back in.
Concentrate. Enough. Just that.
I can definitely foresee myself burning some hours. This comes out, I think it's like a midnight Thursday going into a Friday. I have my kids that weekend, but...
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero!
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way! This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on! Don't look back! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
It's a bit of a better view than before with Barrett, isn't it? I don't know, no, unless you're into that kind of thing, I guess.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Racing Barrett one-handed.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
The only thing that I miss, the victory dance.
Gotta get the hell out of here.
Like, you know what I mean? Where's my victory dance? Actually, I didn't use a grenade last time. Hopefully I have one more battle. Yeah. I don't have enough 8 to be able to use it. So you've got punish mode, which is normal attack, operator mode, or strong attack. Let's actually use a grenade.
Heads up!
That's actually alright damage.
This is gonna sting!
Second playthrough, so much different than first, truthfully. Like first one, I really struggled with the battle mechanics. Like it's not the Final Fantasy 7 you know what I mean? So it's like you're just coming in, everything is so different. I just was struggling, I really was. But now it's like, nah, I'm enjoying it more and more every time I play.
About damn time!
All done.
Got a whole lot of things.
No shit. Let's finish this. Nothing to it.
Like even them shock troopers, like they hurt in the first one.
Out of my way.
The first playthrough, I played.
You're mine.
Just took a while to stagger them.
Don't overdo it.
Yes, it's my turn!
Not bad.
Sir.
on, come on!
Doors open! We don't have a lot of time here. Look at the pace, people!
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
Nothing for a first-class soldier. Godzilla. Godzilla. This is it. This bit. This is where it's at. Boom. That's it right there, ladies and gentlemen. 44 minutes of absolute glory. Look, second playthrough, so much better. Absolutely love it. The more I've played it, the better it gets. Mostly because of the gameplay mechanics, like the battle mechanics. I've said it time and time again. It felt weird at first, but now I'm a lot more used to it. Easy probably made it so smooth you actually heavily enjoy it. I think on the other mode that I was playing it on normal, it was actually so hard. You struggled. You had to block, you had to evade, you had to make sure you used fire against certain guys, lightning against other guys. Like, you really had to actually think about your actions. It wasn't just button bashing like a lot of people say with action RPG. So yeah, I think they've done well. Less than 40 days to go. I can't remember exactly how many days it is, but I'm pumped. Absolutely excited. So, alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see how I go. I'm going to quickly go and splash some water on my face and see if I'm enough to play some original Final Fantasy like I said I would. If not, I'll play a little bit tomorrow. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in. Just remember, Gamer's Got a Game. Check out our podcast of the week. We have a special podcast in regards to Final Fantasy VII Remake. We really nut through everything that's going on at the moment. And yeah, love your support and have a good night. See you all later.